Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Amethyst Room Witch, and today this is kind of a book review, but kind of not a book review, because I'm going to look back on how I've found Wise Woman Witchery's 2024 planner, which looks something like this. And then look at the 2025 planner, which I have both. I really enjoyed using the 2024 planner, and yeah, it's been a good. It really has been a good resource. I will say that. Each month had so at the end of each month, then you'd have some informational, like if there's any like Wheel of the Year celebrations happening. So in May you had Beltane at the beginning of May. So there's a bit of information on that if you wanted to use the lunar cycle to manifest anything. I do use the lunar cycle, just not for manifesting. Not in that sense anyway. It's an option for pulling cards and noting down what they are. Then there was a informational page on the lunar and astrological happenings within May. So the new moon happened on the 7th of May. Now, Wise Woman Witchery is based on the west coast of America, which for anyone like me who's in the UK, that's an 8-hour time difference. So 7 p.m. is 1 a.m. So May 7th of May was when the new moon reached its peak, but that was at 1 a.m. here in the UK on the 8th of May. I know these time zones because there's other reasons for me knowing these sorts of things, but it's still relevant. It's still, you can still go, oh, that's roughly when the moon reaches its peak. Okay, what do I fancy doing for this new moon? For the 2024 planner, Wise Woman Witchery had worked with I believe she's My Tarot Lady. Hang on, I can tell you for certain because I'm fairly certain it's at the beginning. Yep, My Tarot Lady, Christine Michelle. And there was contact details at the beginning, the very beginning of the planner. Questions to contemplate this month. When going back to the astrological, because My Tarot Lady is an amazing astrologer. She really is. Major aspects for the moon, the new moon, the full moon, when Mercury came out of retrograde, out of the post-retrograde shadow time, and when different planets moved into different signs. Questions to contemplate, like what's going on, how is this going to impact. Then there was a page for notes before we got to the double spread month. Now, this wasn't just all of May because it's too big for that. This was just the start of the planner, and this is what I primarily used. Even though over the 2-page after the full month spread, it was 4 days. That has changed in the new in the 2025 planner. That's now become a week. That has now become a week. So just looking at January, that's 4 days to 1 page, 3 days and some notes. I actually prefer having a week to a 2-page spread. That's just me. I kind of did make notes throughout the year with the daily spread. There was a note section for weekly reflections and plans. So that was the Sunday weekly reflections. So reflect on the past week and what are the plans for the next week. There was no page specifically dedicated to the new moon or the full moon. It was just, this is what's going on. And then it would move into the next calendar month. So there'd be the info page for June, for the summer solstice, the lunar cycle manifestation, the astrological and lunar information page for notes, and then the 2-page monthly spread, which got very, very busy for me in June. Because like the first half of June was like, oh no, it's absolutely fine. And then the second half of June just went bonkers. I will say this, I'm not typically a football fan, soccer if you're in America, but I will follow the important stuff of the World Cup and the Euros. That's it. That's as much football as I can handle. I might watch the friendly, like, build-up games to the World Cup and the Euros, but it's not, I have to watch it. That's Formula 1 and Formula E and IndyCar and Formula 2. But yeah, because middle of June is when the Euros started, and I just noted down, this Croatia plays Albania on the 19th, and I noted down what time the game started and the UK TV channel it was on, just so I could sort of had a reference for it, for what was going on. Yeah, that's where I put that information, but I think moving forward I'm going to use the weekly spread. It's just easier that way. I'm going to use the weekly spread more often. That's my intention for 2025, to use my planner more than what I do, because I would only have it open to the monthly spread. There's the July one. There it is. So this is what I do. If I had any medical appointments, those would be noted down as well, like dentist appointments, all the sporting events that I personally was interested in, I'd note those down, as well as where they were. So I had the IndyCar Iowa race, the Formula E UK races, the Formula 1 Hungary races, Belgium, Silverstone. I noted those down because those I'm really interested in, and I can plan. I knew I could plan everything else in my life around those, because when motorsport is on, there's not an awful lot of sense that people can get out of me. I fully admit to that. That's just how I am. If it's a motorsport weekend, it's a motorsport weekend. Good luck. It's not happening. It is what it is. I did note down at the beginning of the planner, you get a 1-page year spread. I did note down the different planetary retrogrades so that I could then reference them in the planner, because I have a blog and I write about the retrogrades and new moons and full moons and all sorts of other stuff as well. The Wheel of the Year stuff, this is why I need to use my planner more often, the weekly planner. It is what it is. It's great fun. I loved using it. I loved having the astrological stuff, information. The general information was good. I thoroughly loved this year's planner. I just probably didn't use it. I personally didn't use it as much as I could have done to get the most out of it. That's a me problem. That was last year's diary. Planner, it's called a planner. It's a planner. It's got planner written on it. Yeah. This year's planner, it's just from Wise Woman Witchery. And that's it. There's no astrology stuff in it, which is great. It means I have to go out and do more research. The year page has changed. I did make a lot of notes at the back of so at the end of the 2024 planner, there's another year diary, which I noted down all the new moons, the eclipses. I did note down some other stuff. I did a lot of blog related planning. The different retrogrades. I used notes page for retrogrades, and then I've got a list of when I wanted to have a particular blog post be done. You know, I don't think I've got the space to do that in this calendar, in this planner. Oh no, I do. It's just not quite as much space, but that's okay. I can handle that. It'll teach me. But because this is very much a witchcraft, witchery focused planner. So there's helpful tips to support your practice, seasonal altars, divination. We've got the lunar cycles. So I do have, this is what my second lunar planner. Because I've got the Moon Phase Studios one as well, but that's a poster. I will admit I don't really use this quite that often. I love using the Moon Phase Studios poster. That's just a me thing. There's some general astrology stuff, websites to use. Even references the Chinese New Year, which would be the Lunar New Year. I need to look more into that, actually. They've even got the Mercury retrogrades up to 2030 website, planet key and meanings. This was also in the in the 2024 planner, and I've just realised that Jupiter's missing. So the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Chiron, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Eris, but no Jupiter. I like Jupiter. Jupiter's really, if I could choose a planet, Jupiter's my planet. Then we've got like basic signs, the zodiac signs. We have still got the lunar cycle manifestation pages. Zodiac signs and the dates for those seasons, days of the week and their ruling planets. This is just all at the start. Then we get the info page for January. A proper lunar cycle manifestation plan, because when does the new moon? When is the new moon? Oh, the new moon for January isn't until the 29th. Oh yeah, because it's right at the end of December. Yep. So yeah, it's, then you got the full moon, but you've got the lunar cycle manifestation plan, which you can use at the end of January, or you can get ahead and use it to reference from the end of December. And then there's a tarot ideas, tarot calendar year reading. I'm definitely going to be doing this, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to using this page, which follows a couple of pages of space for notes. I mean, it says past, present, future, but I'm only going to be doing 2 cards, I think. Maybe more. I hope not more. But rather than like drawing them, I'm just going to write what they were and any notes that I want to make, because I will then need to use this more to find the cards that I pulled. And then, you'll notice that there's a gap. I did that. Because when I'm flipping through, I like to be able to find a particular month, like the month spread, really easily. So by cutting off that little sliver of paper, I can scroll through, and there's the January month spread, which moves into the weekly spread, the weekly double page spread. I need to use this more to get back into things and plan things and make notes of when I've got appointments. The difference with this planner versus the 2024 planner is that there's actually full moon and new moon spreads. I mean, I've just been flicking through, but there's the full moon spread and there's the new moon spread. And then, to be fair, it does come ahead of, and there are questions. So there's 3. So as an example, the full moon in January, what do I need to let go of? How can I let this go? What is my most powerful next step to manifest my intentions? And then for the new moon, that changes again. I mean, the questions are the same for the full moon for each one. I like to come up with my own spreads, but hey, it could be highly useful. It could still be useful. I don't know. I will use it. I will try using it. And then we get to February, and it just continues all through. So there's less astrology and more focus on the lunar side of things. But I still need to go through and note down what planet goes. Yep. I need to fill this in a little bit more, but I love this. I'm 100% going to fill this in more and use it more, because I do love this one. I do love the 2024 planner. I have loved using it. I just like to be able to, do more. Yeah. I'll pop a link in the description for where you can find this and acquire one yourself if you've liked the look of what I've shown you, which for each month it just repeats and keeps going. If you like the look of it, or you've been looking for a planner that that's similar to this but haven't found one that you absolutely love, try it. You never know. It could be the planner of your dreams. But yeah, I'll pop the link in the description, and I hope that you've enjoyed this little review and a look ahead at the 2025 planner. Because I have loved using this one. I just know that I personally need to do more, to use it more, to get more out of it. So yeah, it's a personal thing. It's a me thing. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you will get your own 2025 planner from Wise Woman Witchery. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. I hope you will. If you've liked this little review, please do like and share. If you know someone who might like this planner, either buy it for them or send them this video and see if they go, I like that kind of planner. Where can I get it? Links in the description. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon. Stay safe, everyone, and blessings to you all.